Something that's kind of hard to put into words, but you know it when you feel it. Something's shifted. It's not about what you're saying anymore. It's all about what you've stopped saying. That silence? Yeah, it's different now. It's not heavy or awkward. It's actually calm. And this person, they can totally feel you slipping away. It's not just about being absent, but it's like your vibes are changing. They can sense that energy moving away from them. Like a quiet little rewire of your connection. It's that soul-level stuff that you just know before your brain even catches up. You might not chat as much or share every little thought anymore, but there's still this invisible thread connecting you two. It's vibrating with the same cosmic energy that brought you together in the first place. And when that thread starts to loosen, it's like a little tremor in the heart. This person isn't just feeling you drift away. They sense the universe pulling you toward your own path, and deep down they know they can't stop it. You didn't just ghost them or slam a door shut. Now you just stopped hanging out in the same emotional space. And when your energy shifted, a ripple went through that invisible connection. It's like static before a storm. Something sacred has changed. Energy is always shifting. The moment you stopped needing that connection so much, the universe adjusted your vibe. And whether they want to admit it or not, this person feels it. Their world is a bit off balance now because your presence was like their oxygen. And now, they're figuring out how to breathe without it. Every nervous system picks up on safety and loss way before the mind does. The rhythm of things changes. Sleep gets shorter, and old feelings come creeping back like ghosts. This isn't just in their head. It's real. Your energy used to help them find balance, but now that stabilizer is gone. When someone feels that emotional distance, their whole system reacts to try to reconnect. Sometimes that looks like sadness. Other times it's restlessness or even obsession. But at the core, it's the same truth. We don't just miss people. We miss the parts of ourselves that came alive when we were with them. The feeling of being seen and understood. That's why this person can't shake the thought of you. They're not just missing you. They're missing the calm you brought into their storm. And here's the kicker. When one connection starts to fade, the universe steps in to balance things out. Some souls come into our lives as teachers. They help us find strength, and then they leave when we need to grow on our own. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. Even angels don't shield us from the hard stuff. They just hold space for us to learn from it. Not every connection is built over time. Some just click instantly, like two frequencies that remember each other. But when that recognition starts to fade, it shakes things up more than just feelings. Sometimes life feels slightly off. Not dramatic, just unstable enough to make you question yourself. When that happens, even the world starts to feel unfamiliar. And that's where the shift begins. So here's the truth. You may feel calm inside, while the other person feels completely unsettled. Your silence isn't about shutting them out. It's about returning to your own center. You're not punishing them. You're not playing games. You're simply choosing what feels aligned again. And when you reach that place, it speaks louder than any explanation ever could. You stop arguing. You stop over-explaining. You stop engaging with things that no longer feel honest. Your stillness becomes the message. You're no longer chasing closure from someone who keeps reopening the same wounds. And that silence, it lands heavily on them. They feel your detachment like gravity shifting. Suddenly, they're checking their phone more often, scrolling through old photos, replaying conversations over and over, practicing words they were once too afraid to say. To them, your calm can look like loss. But it isn't loss, it's growth. Calm energy confuses people who survive on chaos. They may mistake your peace for indifference, but it's much deeper than that. It's self-respect. It's ownership of your space. Eventually fear sets in. And here's the pattern. When they finally sense you've truly moved on, they don't stay quiet. A late-night message, an unexpected call, a sudden appearance, not coincidence. It's timing. Humans react most when control slips away. You'll hear words like, "I've been thinking about you. I miss what we had. I didn't realize how much you mattered." It sounds emotional, almost poetic, but beneath it is urgency. Fear moves fast. It's not about transformation. It's about restoring what was lost. And you're no longer there. You're not craving intensity anymore. You want consistency. Love that feels calm, presence that feels steady, connection that doesn't need fixing to feel real. When fear fades, clarity remains. If that person has truly grown, you'll feel it, not in words, but in how they show up. No rushing, no pressure, no pleading. Just quiet, steady consistency. You know how some people show up and actually mean what they say. Their words feel grounded. Their actions don't create anxiety. They create trust. That isn't luck. That's awareness. Real change doesn't announce itself. It doesn't demand attention. It builds quietly, like bricks stacked one by one. And when something genuine re-enters your life, your body recognizes it before your mind does. There's no rush, no confusion, just calm. That's how you know it's real. Not excitement, alignment. But here's the harder truth. Letting go is one of the deepest lessons there is. This journey was never only about them. It was about you. About the moment you stopped abandoning yourself, just to be understood. The moment you stopped proving your worth by holding on to what was hurting you. People often notice you slipping away, only when you finally release what's been weighing you down. Attachment is deceptive. We think holding on protects us from pain. But healing begins when we stop resisting what needs to be released. If holding on is breaking you, then it's time to let go. The universe isn't asking you to measure your worth through someone else's confusion. What's meant for you returns through alignment. Not begging, not chasing. And what isn't meant for you will drift away no matter how tightly you hold it. So let go gently. Don't chase. Don't prove. Don't collapse under pressure. Chasing pain only prolongs the lesson. Letting go completes it. Shift your focus from what's leaving to what's arriving. Your energy isn't fading. It's refining. You're not losing anything real. You're releasing what can't meet you in truth. And when you rise, what belongs with you will meet you there, effortlessly. If holding on hurts, let go. If your heart feels heavy, honor that. But if both staying and leaving hurt, choose peace. One day, the person who feels you slipping away may realize your silence wasn't rejection. It was transformation. And whether they understand it or not, no longer determines your direction. You didn't disappear. You returned to yourself. Silence wasn't distance. It was clarity. You stopped bending to fit. You stopped shrinking to be chosen. You stopped softening your truth to make others comfortable. That's why everything feels different now. Not because you became colder, but because you became clearer. You're no longer waiting for a message to feel worthy. You're no longer searching for signs to tell you how to feel. You're no longer tying your peace to someone else's timing. You're standing fully in your own energy. And from here, the truth is simple. What's real doesn't need to be chased. What's aligned doesn't need convincing. What's meant for you, I will never ask you to abandon who you are. This isn't about endings or reunions. It's about freedom. The kind that comes when you stop negotiating with pain and start trusting yourself more than hope. You know who you are, even if no one else names it. And from this place, only what aligns with you can find its way back. That's the real ending. Not loss, not return, but alignment. Alignment is when nothing has to be forced. No chasing, no explaining, no proving. Just truth meeting truth without resistance. What stays, stays with ease. What leaves, leaves with grace. And you no longer fear either, because you are no longer trying to be chosen. You are choosing yourself. This is not the end of a story. It's the moment you step into your own life. And from here, everything that belongs to you will recognize you without being asked.